Hello, everybody. Today is Sunday, November the 23rd, 2014. My name is Michael Wright, and this is the outlook for the week ahead. Just before going forward, please do pause the recording and read over our risk disclaimer. All right, so let's jump right into the performance so far for the month of November. As of late, we are up currently 292 pips. A couple good trades. Really not trading as often, which is a good thing. We really want to limit the trades, increase the accuracy, as well as increase the performance. When you're up a lot, no need to take more trades, as the potential to lose the profit that you gained could increase. So just take notice of that. That if we are hot earlier on in the month, we're probably not going to take as many trades as we would, or just limiting the trades period, 1 to 2 trades every day or two max, and really focusing on accuracy. But the biggest trade was that pound Aussie short that we called from 186.14, that the targets were hit at 183 for 314 pips, and pretty much everything after that was pretty flatline. Got stopped on a dollar Swiss, but then balanced that back with the euro dollar. So let's jump right into the markets and take a look at a couple of trade setups. This week, Thanksgiving. This is the week of Thanksgiving on Thursday. So we don't rule out a pretty lackluster performance in the market across the board, as many traders in the U.S. And the Wall Street area will be traveling to see family and friends and spend time with them. So if there were to be action, we'll see it within the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, with the end of the week pretty much being quiet, with liquidity fairly light. And with that being said, spikes in either direction are very possible with no real reason behind it. So just be cautious if you are going to be trading. Live to trade another day, with December right around the corner, and likely the same issue coming around with Christmas and also New Year. So just keep notice of the time period we are trading in. But in any case, here we have the dollar yen. Dollar yen, one of those trades to definitely stay away from, especially in light of what we just said, as upside is still likely, and at the same time we do have divergence, so there is a negating viewpoint, but really no point of taking this trade with the holiday looming. Dollar Swiss. We did like this trade last week. This setup ended up to be a head fake, as after we broke the downside support, we actually stayed below it for a little bit of time, but then shot right back through it. So I'm gonna just stick to the sideline, see how Dollar Swiss plays out. Okay. Not really favorite in either way, so just gonna just watch how things begin to come back to life. The divergence is still appealing to me. If we make another high, that will if we make another high without the resistance and the momentum breaking through, that will provide more insight that looking for shorts is actually the right way. You just need a little bit more time. um, Euro dollar, making a double bottom so far. um, Not gonna take this trade, but just gonna watch it. Making a double bottom, and if we open up the time frame to the daily, okay, we see about the same thing: 261.8% FIP extension, a possible third wave. But then don't overlook the fact that there is some trendline support that's not that far away, and the same thing as the dollar Swiss, except inverse, because indeed the euro dollar is the inverse of dollar Swiss, is that same momentum divergence that we see here. This is a lot more concerning. So if we make that next move towards 122.90, I would actually love to see that the beginning of next week to take a possible long and then target the 128 level, which is about 500 pips higher. So that's ideal for the euro dollar. And this is the daily chart. Looking at the euro pound, okay, we didn't take this trade, but we also had a head fake here as well, being we broke the top side resistance. It held for about 3 days. The first day, the second, third, and then it shot right back below that resistance turn support. Now, in my opinion, I still like euro pound for longs, okay. um, I will not take any trade in it though. I'll focus on the euro dollar. But the recent the 61.8 fib is not far away. 78.90 about a deep of 78.50. If we come back to 78.50, I'll take that long though. And then also look at that long on euro dollar a little bit lower with the expectations of the euro outbeating the British pound. Pound dollar, okay, on the daily time frame has been a one-way southern journey thus far since June, and we are either going to look for longs well a lot lower at 50 at 153 or a breakout on the daily, but we'll look at the 4 hour as it gets a little bit closer, or a breakout to 158. Until then, not really interested, as is a 50-50 chance with the pound dollar going either way, but those 50-50 stops in both directions will need to be a little bit wider than we really like trading. So again, euro's fairly close in my opinion to not force an issue here with the British pound. All right, and taking a look at the commodity currencies, being the Aussie and the Kiwi. Okay, um, Aussie as of late is pretty much in a range bound trade. Okay, it's really ranging in both directions. Possible short term triangle. Okay, another pair I would not want to force, but above 87.20, that will start to become appealing. Okay, if we look at the 4 hour development of the Aussie, okay, that top side ceiling. Okay, we'd love to see a test of that 87.20, 87.30 zone. We'd love to see a test and then respect that area. And the same thing for the downside. So we could call this a triangle, but usually in triangles, what happens is that is a continuation move. And considering that the move is to the downside, do not rule out the fact that it continues downside action with another possible low. I don't really care which way it breaks out, because we will look to play the trade itself and not really what we think. Okay. So respect the price action is the goal with how we look for the Aussie dollar in the upcoming days and even possible weeks. All right, guys. So let's wrap this up from here. I want to thank you all for watching the outlook for the week ahead. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us at info@globalfxclub.com. Cheers and good luck trading.